change makers. But more importantly, I see people who have the potential to make an impact today, right now. Because one thing I've learned over the years is that greatness rarely announces itself. Most people who've gone on to achieve extraordinary things do not begin with extraordinary circumstances. They begin with a decision to try, to step forward and believe that their voice matters and their actions matter. And that is why I love the theme for today's event, empowering the next generation. Because empowerment is not something that someone simply gives to you. Empowerment begins the moment you realize that your future is not something that happens to you, but rather something that you create. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you need to wait until you're older before you can make a difference? Or wait until you graduate? Or wait until you get a job? Or wait until you have money or influence? Many of us fall into that trap. And the truth is, some of the most impactful people in the world started long before they felt ready. It started with an idea. It started with a skill and with passion. And they simply took the first step. Truth is that your generation has opportunities that no previous generation ever had. You can learn almost anything online. You can create content that reaches millions. You can collaborate with people across the world and use technology to solve your problems in ways that previous generations could only imagine. But remember, with all those opportunities also come responsibility. Because access to information alone does not guarantee success. What matters is what you do with that information, how you use your talents, whether you choose to make excuses or persevere in the midst of struggles, and how you deal with challenges. So my dear students, the world doesn't need more spectators. The world needs more builders, problem solvers, innovators, and young people who see a challenge and ask, how can I help solve this? Sometimes impact starts with helping a friend, mentoring someone younger than you, even your peer, volunteering in your community, starting a small business, launching a project, sharing an idea, and speaking up when something is wrong. Every great movement begins with someone deciding to act, and that someone is you. As young people, there are 3 things I hope you will carry with you. First, never stop learning. The world is changing faster than ever before. Artificial intelligence is changing industry. New careers are emerging, skills are becoming more valuable. Because the people who thrive will be the most valued in the circumstances and remain curious enough to keep learning, there will be relevance even tomorrow. So read widely, learn a skill, explore, ask questions, challenge yourself, stay teachable. Second, be courageous, not fearless, because courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite fear. You will face setbacks. You will experience disappointment. You will make mistakes. Yes, you will. But failure is not the opposite of success. Very often it's the part of the journey to success. And do not allow one setback to define your story. And third, use your success to uplift others. True leadership is not about titles, status, or being the loudest in the room. True leadership is about service. It's about creating opportunities for others, leaving people better than you found them, and understanding that the greatest achievement is not what you accomplish for yourself, but what you help others accomplish. So dear students, you belong to a generation that is talented, connected, creative, and full of potential. But potential is nothing unless you put it to work. The future will not be shaped by those